Imagine a history where the Knights Templar didn't vanish, but fled across the Atlantic to build a secret stronghold in the heart of New England, hiding their treasures and their secrets in plain sight. You are thrust into the Templars in America saga, only to find that the Newport Tower isn't just a colonial curiosity, but a cryptographic key to a conspiracy that has survived for centuries. But when you discover that unlocking this mystery isn't about academic research, but about surviving a modern-day cabal that will kill to keep the past buried, you realize that truth isn't found. It's seized through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics. Welcome to Cabal of the Westford Knight, the first pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in David S. Brody's historical thriller series. If you love Dan Brown-style tropes, archaeological mystery, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching protagonists navigate a hostile intellectual landscape through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral chill of psychological horror with the profound weight of historical discovery. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist's discovery of a hidden clue at the tower, thrusting them into a race against time to decipher the code before rival factions or eldritch forces erase them from existence. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of old paper and dust, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they are trapped in a story with no ending. Brody excels at capturing the psychological toll of isolation, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but eternal displacement. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular, reluctant hero trope and the brilliant, asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about understanding the complex ecology of alien technology, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior capital. Watching the protagonist reverse-engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level-up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of this series lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Cabal of the Westford Knight is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. David S. Brody has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.